So welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Thai here from Thailand. Let me just start the timer, and so I hope you're doing well. It is 1 Parahasabodi in Thailand, which is Thursday, and it's a very cloudy day. For instance, here in Thailand, very, very cloudy, and yeah, so for instance, let's start that. Okay, so yeah, very cloudy and expecting rain some time. For instance, my prediction on my Alexa, she says, is going to be from 3 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Me personally, I'm saying, you know, maybe a bit more, but who knows. But they are predicting very, very violent thunderstorms in Phuket and in southern parts of Thailand, and so if you go to Phuket, you're going to might get a bit of rain. So still 25, 26, 27 degrees, etc. For instance, now 27, 28 degrees, hitting 30 maybe. But it's very cloudy and very cold for me, very cold. So yesterday I went for the market. I walked up to the market. Unfortunately, I was going to run, but I decided to go get some lao khao, some whiskey for yesterday's game, and I felt my cough, so I didn't trust it. So I walked there and back. Just exactly where I am. For instance, we got a game, and I'm proud to wear my Man City stuff. And didn't feel too bad, etc. For instance, but again, it was pretty cold. And when you go into this air conditioning place like Seven or Lotus, and it's freezing. It really is, honestly. So yeah, you get this blast of cold air, and it's like, oh, I want to get out. So yeah, because I don't use air conditioning, I think it's a waste of space, and my body's acclimatized to hot weather, and I think that if you're going to live in a hot climate, you've got to, there you go. So right now, when it gets cold, etc., I can feel it. I can feel the temperature, and that is what you need to do. Like if you're going to live in a country, if you're coming from a hot country to a cold country, a cold country to a hot country, understandable if you're going to use air conditioning. But if you're going to live in a country, you've got to get used to the weather. Anyway, so let's talk about something else. Football. Let's talk about City. No, let's talk about Liverpool. Honestly, for instance, so it is about 12 o'clock here, midday. Here in Thailand. And so, for instance, I got up around about 2 a.m. Again, the game starts at 2:45. And then I couldn't really sleep. I had some strange dream about spiders and getting bitten by spiders. That didn't help. Anyway, so I got up about 2 a.m. and so, for instance, and I didn't get to sleep until about 5 a.m. So oh god, I put a bit of moisturiser on, but I don't think it's going to work. And it's in being dark, so I do apologise. You don't have to look at me today, so they are. For instance, all my tan's fading because of the weather and everything. So, so it's not good at the moment. I don't look good, and so 5 a.m. So, then I went back to listen to Talk Crap, etc. The sports bar, and we got for instance, and listened to them chatting on, and for instance, who you got? Normally I don't mind listening to Jason Kundry and the other guy, but when you've got that other guy, that Welsh idiot on next to it, he just drives me mad. They need a quarterback. You need wide receivers. What the hell is he talking about? He's trying to bring into, the guy I made, this Welsh guy, the Welsh idiot, for instance. Oh my gosh. Sometimes he talks sense. But a lot of times, but the way he was talking yesterday, to Liverpool fans. But it could have been like City, it could have been us, but it wasn't. I honestly, to tell you the truth, I've got to give credit to Swansea. They're started off well, playing at home, for instance. For instance, and their goal was excellent, and James Trafford had couldn't do anything about that. Closing down a little bit. I do believe Pep Cherki got the starting lineup correct this time. And let's just have a quick read, and let's see, for instance, because I think we and seeing the likes of Cherki, I was actually listening. I watched the game live in English, and for instance, and the English commentators were driving me mad as well, because they were pinging up every stat against Man City which was negative, and it was driving me crazy. Just Man City's have not scored in the last. Man City, but Man City, you know that, because when we were 1-0 down, etc., they're predicting doom and gloom, and then it was and then when of course Man City win, it's like, oh well, you know, it was expected, so but no, anyway, so what I'm saying, reason why I'm saying that is because I saw the highlights this morning, and you had the same commentators, and the last second or last minute, the Cherki goal, they had a French commentator who came on, and he was Cherki, so I'm like trying to find out how he pronounced his name in French, and he was Cherki, you know, but it was really, really good. Anyway, so let's start with starting lineup for City. So we had Trafford, Lewis, Kudinov, Stones came on for the 63rd minute, Ake captain, Anti-nori goal, Guardiola 63, Nico Musaka, Forden came on the 63rd, Bob Cherki, Doku and Mamouche. Unused was Batinelli, Donnarumma, Sabinho, Nunes, O'Reilly and Phillips. Okay, brilliant. Shame Phillips didn't come on, but there you go. But other than that, for instance, but the star man have got to be Nico Gonzalez. Wait, no, I honestly, you know, the difference between us and Villa, right, was the fact that Nico Gonzalez played. I'm sorry, people are going to say, why you got about Ryan Cherki and Mamouche? The thing is, etc. You got a man who controls he's the CDM and controls the play in the centre, and he did that, very, very well yesterday. And and he's only getting better. For instance, I'm really, really want to pay tribute to him, because I think he's doing a very good job. And I'm really, really delighted for Nico Gonzalez. But let's talk about the star man, for instance, Ryan Cherki and Mamouche. See them both back, etc. Both getting goals as well, mega important. And Doku playing well as well. So, for instance, but let's go through the team. Let's go and have a quick chat. I love the fact that like his pointed the badge, etc. I heard a couple of comments afterwards, which we'll go through in a minute, from him. I am not happy when I'm not playing. Okay. Anyway, so let's have a chat. So City are in Cameroon quarterfinals, a hard-fought win over Swansea, playing against Brentford at home. I tell you what, if we've got to play, I want to play at home. And rather than playing away, because again, for instance, Arsenal beats Brighton, no surprise there. Liverpool, again, and Slot's comments against Manchester City's lineup, cheeky. And for instance, but they got stuffed by Palace, so I didn't want to play Palace, to go to Palace. Also, for instance, you've got we'll go through the thing, but Chelsea struggled to get past Wolves. They were 3-0, then 3-2 and 4-2, whatever. So for instance, but I wanted to play Cardiff. Okay, was it Cardiff? No, Cardiff, and for instance, and they're playing, but Chelsea out there. So, but anyway, let's move on. But so relatively happy with Brentford. To tell you the truth, relatively happy with Brentford. We've only beat them. We know how to beat them. We're not Liverpool. Got them at home, for instance, which is important. So I think, and we need to go full send for this League Cup, because again, for instance, trophy's a trophy, and I think we want to win as much as possible. And if we ain't going to win the league, which I do believe we will, but for instance, we ain't going to win the league, we've got to basically to go after every trophy. Okay, right. So let's move on. Though City dominated much of the play, wasn't until the 7th minute that the Blues finally got into the game, as Omar Mamouche funded home and led the game on an angled drive. Ryan Cherki added a strike, then a little more gloss to the scoreline as we booked our last place in the last 8 in the competition. It was clear from the outset Swansea felt they could get a much changed City. The home side passed the ball crisply and pressed aggressively to give the Blues little or no time to settle well. Yeah, I thought Swansea came out and played really, really well. Really passed us high. Again, we're bringing in the likes of James Trafford. It's not again, for instance, another game, but he played great for his ball. For instance, instance, playing out from the back, etc. Really good with his feet. What's it called? Kuzinoff looked a bit rusty. Taylor gave the ball away across the what's it called, the box, etc. Which they had a basically the second really good chance, and it was a good save by Trafford. But he looked a bit rusty, and I was quite happy when I see him coming off. Anti-nori again looked rusty. Got a yellow card. I thought it was a bit really. What's it called? But again, looked a bit rusty. But again, you can only get better. Then you've got so for instance, but I think if there are any complaints about those people, Divine Mustapa, kind of, and he's trying to do too much to me, for instance. But again, for instance, only young. He's trying to impress. He's trying to, thumbs up for him. Ryan Cherki quickly got into his stride with the two slumsiest looking passes. They fell inches short just before 10 minutes had passed, but there was the Swans who who struck first shortly after. Joss King picked an on Mark Franco on the edge of the box, and the Portuguese curled a superb shot into the top right corner, give no chance. Absolutely great goal. The Blues responded by pinning the home seat back in lengthy periods without really testing the keeper. That's what I got the impression of. Exactly, we were pushing them back. They were because again they started off well. They pushed back after they got their goal. Start back after their goal, which is surprising. I thought they were more, but then again it was also Man City's play. And for instance, it was very congested in the box, and I thought we were trying to do too much in trying to get sometimes one of the co-commentators was saying, Man City just trying to walk the ball is or create the most perfect goal. Anyway, so we heard that one before. But I thought, for instance, we trying to. I thought I was come on, have a shot. So when Nico Gonzalez had a shot in the second half, I was like, yay! Even though it went flying over, was a go. But I thought, and Guardiola, for instance, had a go. For instance, but at least we're trying, shooting. But I thought we were trying a bit too much, trying a bit too hard. But despite dominance on the ball, City were fortunate to go further behind when the loose ball from Kuzinoff pass was intercepted by Wilder, but he raced onto the goal. Trafford was equal to his low shot with a fingertip save. Excellent save by Trafford. That seemed to spark City in a more decisive action, and Cherki saw a poked effort to hit his inside of the post before Doku finally forced the equaliser. Lovely little. Again, Cherki is is the kind of guy, for instance, who's going to pop up and do something different. And for instance, I thought he was unlucky. That little poke shot exactly towards the goal hit the post. So that's what this guy gives you. He's a special player. He really is. The Belgian cut in from the left before making himself enough room to fire a shot, which Cameron Burgess deflected past his own keeper. I'm not moving on. So the second half was most of the City pinning back the home side into the final third until the 71st minute, when Cherki's ball shot down Mamouche to Spinkler into the box before thundering an angle shot into the roof of the net. Lovely, absolute great goal lovely pass by Cherki to Mamouche, shows his quality, bang, back at it, 2-1, game over really. Swansea came out and had a few chances in a bit of possession after that, because again, I think it was 79% possession, 21 for them, etc. But then after the goal was a goal, but again, City can re-control possession and got the third. In added time, Cherki capped a fine display with a well-placed shot into the bottom right-hand corner to finally end Swansea's resistance. He went down. I think it was more cramp. People talk, again, co-commentator, it's a hamstring injury. No, it was a bit of cramp. He was walking around. Starman Ryan Cherki, outstanding performance by the Frenchman, full of intervention and imagination, and assist and a goal to cap a wonderful evening. Cherki is a special talent. Anyone who's looked at Ryan Cherki show reels know that what a talent player he is. The young French star who has only been able to give a brief cameo appearance in joining City, with injury preventing him an opportunity to do more. But now fully fit, given license to express himself against Swansea, Cherki demonstrates what a stellar footballer he is. He was a little rusty at times, and everything but exempted came off. But a passing rate is at times breathtaking. He often, sometimes different, sometimes unique and in full throw. It was a joy to watch. The good news is that it's only going to get better. As we go on, it seems likely that he's going to bring City fans a lot of joy to the coming years. Guardiola's reaction: Phil, Cherki, Ross, Rico, Oscar, Jeremy all have quality players, quality in their play in the small pockets, the small spaces, and we're trying to bring players to do that. And today we did it again. So it's not easy, but I love when we're able to do that. I know how difficult it is away, and when you're in quarterfinals, we'll have to see what happens. City Moons we're in the quarterfinals, but it also means we have only lost one game in 11. So there you go. You got to think about that. One game in 11. So for instance, so expected to win, did the job, unlike Liverpool, and for instance, and we played seeing the players coming back, all but positive, and now we go to Bournemouth a lot more pride up, and with the likes of Cherki, who's going to give us something early in Haaland, Omar, Phil Forden, etc. I think there's I think we're really looking forward to the game against Bournemouth, and there's no reason why we shouldn't be. Cherki was happy to be back. For instance, he was happy to. Oops, daisy. Sorry, guys. That's Ryan Cherki having a chat. I don't know whether I'm allowed to do that. So let's have a look. Sorry, let me just pop into this. But really delighted. I wanted to listen to that. So we've got Brentford the next round. Magic Man. What else was it? There was something else. Pep Guardiola, I'm happy from Omar because the striker needs goals and his confidence, but it's important. But he's been injured for a long time. He played in a position of Erling, and it's important. But to know how many games we need both having him back, it was so nice. Yeah, the mere fact that we got a person who can score goals, and and the mere fact it comes first 90 minutes, boom, goal. For Cherki, first 90 minutes, boom, goal. That is what you want. Pep Guardiola, Nico deservedly he's better. He helps us a lot. We have he's incredible. A lot of players offensive, they don't have the mentality to defend, not because they don't want to run, but defending means that when I'm close to the opponent, he's taking the ball and winning. But especially when with the ball, every time he moves, he's a much better. I saw him coaching again. He's a lovely young guy, for instance. But he's impressing me every time I watch him. What's it called, Nico Gonzalez, and so really pleased. This is Arnold's slot. I saw Manchester City starting 11 against Swansea. So these are one of his excuses, and they didn't have one starter from the weekend, but I felt it was like their best 11. That was a bit of a insight, and I have 2 substitutions tonight, and we had 6 teenagers. I'm sorry, talking. I think he was talking. I think he's been using the Pep Guardiola's phrase book, etc. on his comments. Oh, we only have so many players. Everybody thinks we've got a big squad, but we don't. But I'm sorry, that squad he put out against Palace. Was disgusting. Pep Guardiola, Phil Foden, Cherki, Rio. Yeah, sorry, said that. Cherki, I feel good because I haven't played for a long time, and I feel happy to be back to helping my friends. I'm happy to be back because I want to play. I want to play in my life. I take pleasure in what we have. When I'm out, I am not happy. And when I'm on the pitch, I'm happy for that. So he's happy. So good. Cherki is happy. Joking. Sorry. The French version. Cherki. Cherki. We want to win all the games because we are a big club, and when you lose one game, it's impossible after to win. We need to win them all. So really happy, really delighted with his performance yesterday. Happy to be back. So we're into the quarterfinals. Let's have a quick look at the some stats if it's important or not. Stats. 24% Swansea, 76 Man City, 9 shots off target, Zucks on, they only had 2 shots on target, no one off target. 8 corners. Got need to score better, do better from corner City. Again, a team were expected to win, but we did. And again, for instance, nobody's going to sit there and pat us on the back because we won. But let's have a quick look at any news, any other bits of news. Right, there we go. That's what I want. City are in the play against Brentford at the Etihad Stadium in the quarter-finals. The draw follows a 3-1 victory for City, 2 away trips in the final home game competition. Fixture will commence on the 15th of December. Brentford have qualified as part of wins over Bournemouth and Villa and Grimsby. Not going to be an easy one, but we're at home. City are targeting 9th league trophy. Only Liverpool have achieved more than the current tally of 8. Pep Guardiola have won competition 4 times in a row between 18 and 21. City will travel to Palace the weekend before in the quarter-final clash, and then welcome West Ham at the Etihad in the midweek tie. So there you go. That's important again for what you got playing either side. So we're going Palace, etc. before, because we'd only go down to London twice in a row. So the full draw is Arsenal against Palace, Cardiff against Chelsea, City against Brentford, and Newcastle against Fulham. Yeah, excellent. So overall, delighted, absolutely delighted. Don't really come across as a happy clapper. Not perfect. Still players coming back from injury. But for instance, it was a good win. Great goal by Swansea. They played their part, so it wasn't a walkover. But really happy. Great seeing the City fans. Really made a lot of noise. Sorry, Cheeseman's reports. Listen to top City fans. One guy said, "Oh, City were abysmal." Come on. Again, what's the goal? But overall, delighted. Absolutely delighted. Now we can relax and find out. Get ready for Sunday against Bournemouth. Needed to do what we needed to do. Done it, dusted off, bang on, and now we've seen the likes of Cherki and Mamouche getting full 90 and also scoring as well, mega, as well as Nico Gonzalez, who's just he's just really doing very well in the Rodri role. So absolute must starter. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. True blue tie from Thailand. Tell me what you're thinking, what's on your mind. What are you happy with City? Is there anything you're disappointed with? For instance, the defence, etc. And again, these players need time to get back into it. Omar and AK. So, but happy, delighted, for instance, where we are at the moment. Seeing the only basic person we've really got out is Rodri at the moment, but he's training. So, got another full strength squad going into important games. Anyway, guys, I love you. Leave you a true blue tie from Thailand. Like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.